John chapter 1, verse 14, in the New International Version, says, "The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth." This single verse carries one of the most profound truths in all of Scripture, that God himself stepped into human history, took on flesh, and lived among us. Today, let's slow down and unpack what Jesus, through this verse, wants to communicate to every one of us. The first message here is about God's nearness. Before this verse, John describes the Word as being with God and being God from the very beginning, eternal, powerful, present at creation. But then something astonishing happens. This eternal Word becomes flesh. Not a distant deity watching from far away, but God choosing to enter our world, our pain, our weakness, our everyday human experience. Jesus wants us to know that God is not far off. He is not an abstract idea or a cosmic force. He came close. He became one of us so that we would never have to wonder if God understands what we're going through. The second message is about dwelling. The verse says he made his dwelling among us. In the original language, this word carries the idea of pitching a tent, of setting up a home in the middle of a community. This echoes back to the Old Testament tabernacle, where God's presence dwelt among the Israelites in the wilderness. Now, in Jesus, God doesn't just visit us occasionally, he moves in. He wants relationship, not distance. He wants to be present in our daily lives, our homes, our struggles, our joys, not just in a temple or a sacred building, but wherever his people are. The third message is about glory revealed through humility. John writes, "We have seen his glory." It's remarkable that God's glory was seen not in overwhelming power or thunder from the sky, but in a humble, human life. In Jesus healing the sick, touching the outcast, weeping with the grieving, and ultimately laying down his life on the cross. Jesus wants us to understand that true glory isn't about domination or spectacle, it's revealed through love, humility, and sacrifice. If we want to see what God is truly like, we look at how Jesus lived. The fourth message, and perhaps the heart of the verse, is that Jesus came, full of grace and truth. These two words together are essential. Grace means unearned love and mercy. Jesus doesn't wait for us to clean ourselves up before he draws near. Truth means he doesn't compromise or soften reality to make us comfortable. He tells us who God is, who we are, and what we need, honestly and clearly. Many people try to choose one over the other. Some want only grace without truth, avoiding anything that feels like conviction, and others want only truth without grace, using it to judge and condemn. Jesus holds both together perfectly. He accepts us as we are, and he loves us too much to leave us as we are. So what is the message Jesus wants us to walk away with from John 1 verse 14? It's this: God became human so you would know he understands you completely. He moved into your neighborhood, so to speak, so that you would never feel abandoned or alone. His glory isn't shown through force but through humble, sacrificial love. And he offers you both grace, to cover your failures, and truth, to guide your life. Not one without the other, but both together, fully and freely, through him. As you go through this week, let this truth settle in your heart: the God of the universe did not stay distant. He became flesh, he dwelt among us, and he continues to dwell with anyone who opens the door of their heart to him, full of grace, and full of truth.